So now getting on to, I have 5 more single-carded Series 3 figures, so bear with me. First of all, the main villain of the X-Men, it's none other than Magneto. And this is the Series 3 2011 wave launch, and there's some white on there, it looked like. But Magneto himself, very wicked figure. I am digging it, it's badass. Actually, another one hanging in here if anybody's interested in me picking it up for him and doing a little trade. You can actually see some stars down here, which, if I look at the other figures, yeah, they do have that on there. I just noticed that. You see the figure stand included the purple accent, which is awesome. And I think this one here, as you can see, the black and blue is supposed to be like an electrified version of Magneto when he's in his electrified state, which is very cool. And this could be a variant or something. I am not sure if all of them are like this or not, because on the back here it shows him in the all blue without the black accents and a more clear flesh colored face. Then the one here, you can see actually some purple like wash on his face. So, and you can see very clearly that there is black and blue, and not just complete blue like they have on the back. So this could be a variant if anybody could let me know. There's the Absorbing Man Flesh variant, Astonishing Wolverine and Tony Stark Iron Man there. And it says, driven by an unshakable belief in the supremacy of mutants and the treachery of man, Magneto strives to create a world where mutants are free to use their powers without limits. Gifted with almost limitless powers of his own, his command of magnetic fields makes him capable of almost any feat imaginable. Nice write-up for Magneto 2011 Hasbro. Awesome in all the movies, too. I dig the X-Men movies, and that's why I really like the X-Men. I even loved the comics back in the day, but the movies even making it sweeter. So it just gets better with time, like they say. So there you have it for Magneto. Put him over here. The next figure I obtained is the very cool Iceman. As you can see, he is very transparent and has one of those transparent cyclone looking things like Iron Man always comes with. You can barely see a face on this guy, he's so transparent. But he's got the grin, just like up in the picture. Very neat. And this right here, I guess, is supposed to be what this is, in my opinion. Silverish like boots, though, that are not transparent in his gloves, and the X vest. I think Iceman was an original member of the X-Men. Very cool to get Iceman. He's one of my favorite characters. Reminds me a lot of Silver Surfer. So if you see this guy hanging, don't mistake him for Silver Surfer, because, I mean, from a distance, I mean, you could think that was the same figure, maybe. I mean, he is more silver, but just at a glance, a quick glance, I guess, it could happen. So just warning people out there. There's the Iceman, but it wouldn't really be a mistake either way. And I don't think you'd be seeing any Series 1 Silver Surfers anyway, because I got that off of eBay and I haven't seen it. Though I have obtained like Green Goblin in stores, and a couple of the others, Ms. Marvel and a couple other Series 1s from 2008. So as we turn to the back, you see Iceman pose there with the ice shooting the ice. Bobby Drake has never backed down from a chance to defend those in need. After revealing his mutant powers in order to save his girlfriend, the teenage Drake was recruited by Dr. Charles Xavier to join Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Mastering his ability to create ice seemingly out of nowhere, he became Iceman, an original member of the X-Men. And you have Absorbing Man, Magneto, and Tony Stark Iron Man. Very neat. He's marked 2011 too. I've seen another few of him hanging as well. I actually obtained this off eBay and then seen some hanging in the store, so I didn't realize he was a newer figure. Very cool. He does come with his Iceman stand there too. Moving right along, we get to Namor, Submariner, I think this is like the third variant that they have came out with, or the second. I can't remember. Single carded variant. I think I seen like a 70th anniversary Submariner that was a lot like this, but awesome. Submariner, one of the coolest superheroes in my opinion. He's got the stand in the back that says Submariner. He's got his staff or trident, whatever you want to call this, that he holds, because he does control the sea. You know, the sideburns, the hair, everything, just like the classic comic, as I can point it that way, and then boom, go to there. I mean, very nice likeness. And you can see him holding this staff there, which I really don't know what it is. And he's actually got his Speedos there on too, from the original. Fish-scaled Speedos. If you have to be a superhero to rock those, because I'm telling you what, you're not going to get many nice comments if you're walking down the beach wearing those. But maybe back in his day, you know, Speedos were kind of more in. I don't know. I think he would change his outfit these days, but you never know. If somebody ever had a movie of the Submariner, I'm guessing they probably would not go with this attire, but I don't see why not. On the back, you see Submariner pose there. Very nice. Very nice. Even the feet, you know, have the wings on them too. Very sweet. Namor, the Submariner, is a man of two worlds. The memory of the destruction of his homeland of Atlantis fuels his anger towards his enemies. He has strong ties to the X-Men, Avengers, and Fantastic Four, and assists them in the fight against evil. Today, the Submariner looks to gather the remainder of his people off the coast of San Francisco and hopes to rebuild Atlantis to its former glory. Other figures: Ultron, Steve Rogers, Captain America, and X-23. Would love to get these two, X-23 and Ultron. And there's Steve Rogers himself right there too. 2011, it's marked. He's 19 Series 3. Very happy to get the Submariner. Classic figure. You can get him, pick him up. I actually seen another one hanging. If anybody's interested, he's probably going to still be there. So if you got something that I don't have, that you don't see in my collection, let me know. So, next figure that I have is the first appearance Wolverine. I actually picked him up off of eBay as well. I'm doing a lot of eBay shopping. As you can see, he's in great condition. He's going right up there on the wall with all the rest. You see it says first appearance Wolverine, which is how he was drawn in the first comics. He did not have his earpieces on his masks. These spikes are really a lot longer, because the lady who drew this, or man, I can't remember, I think it was the lady that drew Wolverine for the second time, did not know that his mask was this small and gave him a lot more point, and they decided just to run with that style. But originally, you know, half man, half Wolverine, this is what he looked like. Very wicked, because I'm a huge Wolverine fan. To the back here it says first appearance Wolverine. You got Gladiator, Apocalypse, and Cyclops. It says that with the Hulk rampaging across the territories, the Canadian government sends in their ultimate weapon, where the entire might of the U.S. military is felled. It is hoped that the man known only as Wolverine can succeed. The Hulk may be bigger and stronger, but for the first time he is outmatched in sheer savagery, as the clawed hero fights him nearly to a standstill. So what a badass he was from the beginning. You can see down here it was marked 2010 as well, just like the Scarlet Spider was. So, very badass figure right there. And you can see him up there next to the Dark Wolverine. In later years you can see the earpieces, how much longer they are on that one as well. Actually, let me grab this and do a close-up shot of this to show you how much different the earpieces look, because even though he's Dark Wolverine, he's still in his classic comic outfit there. But first appearance's mask looks so much different in the outfit period. So very cool. And I'm going to keep this here, actually, because there's going to be another comparison I'm going to use that for. I can't get Namor to stand up, but there you go. And so, as I put Wolverine over here to the side, The last single carded figure that I picked up to update my Men on Card collection is, as I adjust the camera here, none other than the Captain America Steve Rogers variation. Before he became Captain America, he was Steve Rogers, and now I really don't know if this is him after the experiment or before. I'm not sure, but I know it is Captain America depicted as himself, Steve Rogers. I know Steve Rogers was a weakling before the experiment, so I'm guessing that having him this big, this is just him as himself, along with the SHIELD crew. Figure stand included. You see there, it says Steve Rogers, Commander Rogers, actually, on the stand. Commander Steve Rogers. You see a nice illustration of Commander Steve Rogers there, aka Captain America. So let's get on the back and see what it says about this guy. You can see him posed there with his guns. As I forgot to point out, he does have the machine gun, the pistol, the holsters and all. Steve Rogers was changed into the perfect human specimen by the super soldier serum. He was the first to take on the identity of Captain America, blessed with superhuman abilities and an indestructible shield. He protects the people of the world as the director of SHIELD and commander of the secret Avengers. So yeah, this is after he went through the experiment to become Captain America and now leads SHIELD as the is the commander of the secret Avengers. So he's Commander Rogers there. Other figures: Submariner, Ultron, and Darkhawk, which I'd love to get Darkhawk and Ultron, as I've said. He's marked 2011 as well. I actually found Captain Steve Rogers hanging in my Walmart, and I couldn't believe it. Had to grab him right off the bat, and was so happy to get him because I know this is one that's everybody's been wanting to get a hold of. And nice close-up shot here of the man himself, Captain America, as Steve Rogers, the commander of the Dark Avengers, or the Secret Avengers, sorry. So, now, those are all my single-carded figures that I have out of the way, but that's not it. What I want to show you last, first of all, I picked up this comic pack. It's Captain America, Wolverine, and Captain America in a battle. And there's a classic look of Wolverine right there that I could compare now to the first appearance Wolverine. And I mean, it's totally different, but very cool to compare the two and to have hanging side by side. It's just going to be neat. But you see a nice illustration of Wolverine and Captain America. And what I noticed on this Captain America over here, he has the 3 claw marks going down the center of the shield, like they have done battle. Great, authentic, original Captain America gear, except for the round shield. But exactly what came with this comic back here, it was the Captain America Annual. In 1986 it was released originally, as you can see there, 25th anniversary. You can see the Marvel stamp, Wolverine and Cap up there on the Marvel deal. And actually, I also have the Dark Wolverine to compare to Wolverine here in the Captain America pack, and not much difference other than the paint job that they gave him. So, and it looks like it could be a little bit different variation of the mask, but I think it's more the paint that makes it look different. But very cool, showing you all my variations of Wolverine that I have so far. I'm sure that won't be the last. I do plan on getting the X-Force box sets. So, as we go to the back here, you see other ones. You got Spider-Man and Sentry, and Iron Man and Thor, which I've seen both those comic packs. That one's still hanging, and I might grab it because it is Iron Man and Thor. Can't really pass that up, especially if nobody's grabbing it. You see there it says Annual Number 8, Wolverine and Captain America. And yes, they are battling on the front there. Nice illustration. That's actually what the comic book looks like that is behind them. And there they are posed out of the package. And it has a little story here. It says, no mystery is deep enough to discourage Captain America confronted with evidence of the existence of a robot built specifically to destroy him. He follows every lead, hoping to stop it before it does any damage. When it turns out that Wolverine is on the same trail, the two heroes team up to take down the unstoppable machine. So I'm guessing this is when they first meet, and then they find out that they are on the same trail. So they're really not battling. But you can definitely tell that they've been through a little bit of a fight here with scratches on the shield. And you see Marvel's Greatest Battles comic pack. Very nice. Very nice. I'm happy to get a hold of that right there. So, going on to the last thing that I picked up, and I discussed before in my last Marvel collection vid that I was planning on picking this one up, so I finally did, and it's the Fantastic Four, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Herbie, and the Thing from the Fantastic Four cartoon series in the early 90s. I do not have the single carded Thing, so this is the next best thing to getting a Thing figure, but there I'm not really that up on Herbie, but I'm sure that they put him in the cartoon over the Human Torch because I don't think they wanted any kids trying to light themselves up on fire or anything. But you got Mr. Fantastic there, the Invisible Woman, very nice packaging. As you see to the side here, you got Thing, Herbie, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman from the illustration. Very cool. On the back posed is Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Herbie, and the Thing with Steve Rogers down here at the bottom. You have the classic Avengers, which I have right back there, of Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. And here's what it says. It says, even before they were heroes, the members of the Fantastic Four were family. The accident that granted them their incredible powers only drew their bonds of friendship tighter, making them inseparable. Separately, each member is a powerful force for good. Together, they are unstoppable. So there it is. And this actually does depict the cartoon series that they had in the early 90s, is what I've read and also was told. See here on the other side, it does have the Fantastic Four symbol. There's the bottom of the package, the top. There's also a window. Very nice, very nice. And the classic Avengers pack on the back here is the one I was talking about. The X-Force pack right there with Warpath, Wolverine, and Deadpool that I plan on picking up next. That's going to be my next pickup, because I pretty much wiped them out. Of all the figures that they get in new, I end up hiding them and then coming back and picking them up later, and it worked. And then picked a bunch up off eBay. And I'm very happy that I have obtained all these guys. So, on that note, oh yeah, and also I did want to show this too, because I do have a variation of Mr. Fantastic out of this comic 2-pack with Ultron, and I do want the single card Ultron as well, but it was a Secret Wars pack, but Mr. Fantastic came in there too, and there he is compared to his Mr. Fantastic in the box set, which is a very different outfit, more of a classic outfit and a classic look in the comic pack, in my opinion. They actually also do have a variant where these guys are in like white, silverish costumes as instead, attire, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there you have it. I'm going to try to get a last shot of all this stuff I have, and then I will be showing off, when I get all this stuff back in order, hung up, the entire collection. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, as always. As you see all the figures I have here, I go across one more time. The Cybernetic Thor, Bill Foster, just for the backgrounds. The 2 box sets that I've picked up. The rest of the figures. Ghost Rider, Tony Stark, Cable. Yeah, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. If this is your first time watching and you like what you see, make sure to subscribe, rate, comment, add me as a friend, and I will be sure to accept. And as always, thanks for watching. Hello everybody out there, to all my friends, subscribers. This is the future, and I said I was going to show everybody my Marvel collection display at the end of this video, so here we go. I'm going to let everybody check it out right now. It's getting pretty overwhelming, actually, if you ask me. You got the Bill Foster Cybernetic Thor there. We're going to the classic Avengers. I got set up here on microwaves and stuff, but it's still cool nonetheless when you see the wall. I even got some small McDonald's, Burger King like toys there. Doc Ock, an old Captain America one, you know. Going up, got the comic packs that I've got going around this poster that I picked up. Pretty nice. Going across, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom. We're going down to the poster. Just got a few things there. Iron Man 220, modular armor, and you got Tony Stark, Thor, Hulk, and that's the Avengers right there, Captain America. Then there's Bucky and Hulk, which is Cap's sidekicks, Absorbing Man, Marvel's Wrecker. Actually threw in Superman next to him there because I'm a DC fan as well, and those spots just needed filled. Martian Manhunter figure, and the Nick Fury. Then up there you got Iceman, Cable, the Moon Knight, Multiple Man, Thanos, Namor Submariner. Took forever to put these up, by the way. In case anybody was wondering, Ghost Rider, and get them all straight. World War Hulk, Scar, the top Gladiator there, Doctor Strange, Daredevil, come down to Daredevil's super villain, Bullseye, his arch enemy. You got the Scarlet Spider, Spidey hanging upside down, fittingly so. And by the way, this is in the middle of, if I can get the glare out of here, but in the middle of this poster too, so it's really cool looking. Marvel Universe poster, Green Gob, right there by Spidey. You got the first appearance of Wolverine, Captain America, Steve Rogers, up to Magneto, Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, the Punisher, back down to the Iron Man. And as I said, the comic 2-pack Wolverine, Captain America, Dark Spider-Man, Dark Wolverine, and the Ultron Mr. Fantastic. And then, you know, you've seen the, I have the Fantastic Four all together there with Human Torch. He's not in the pack. So there you go. Pretty much a scan of my display, and I hope everybody likes it. And I told everybody at the beginning of this video that I would show the display. So there it is so far, and I'm going to add probably to the bottom layer there another row, and then probably start going across and down. So there you have it. I want to thank everybody for watching, tuning in, and as always, peace.